Ah voilà, bonsoir à tous. Ce soir, désolé, il y aura pas de facecam, donc vous verrez pas mes réactions sur le live, mais pour des raisons personnelles, j'ai coupé la facecam. Vous inquiétez pas, c'est rien de grave, je préfère préciser, mais je l'ai déjà dit sur le Twitter de la chaîne et j'ai prévenu sur le Discord. Donc soyez pas surpris. Là on va reprendre où je m'étais arrêté. On va pour faire un résumé rapide de l'épisode précédent. On a mené une autre enquête, on a fait le Somnium d'Iris et malheureusement là où j'en suis, elle et Ota, voilà quoi, je crois que vous voyez ce que je veux dire. Du coup, là, on va continuer notre enquête. On va voir jusqu'où tout ça va mener. En voyant bien les nouvelles pistes que ça va. En voyant bien quelles pistes vont s'offrir à nous. Par contre, maintenant, je l'avais dit lors du précédent live. Et maintenant, ce sera le cas. Public averti dès maintenant, parce que vu le gore de certaines scènes, je préfère mieux mettre pour la sensibilité de certains. J'espère que vous respecterez ce choix, parce que je tiens quand même... je sais que j'ai il y a probablement des gens qui sont hyper sensibles et je tiens à respecter ça. Donc, à partir de maintenant, il y aura un avertissement public averti et je le ferai bien évidemment sur les vidéos YouTube parce que je tiens vraiment à faire attention à la sensibilité de certains parce que j'espère que vous comprendrez ça parce que pour moi c'est important quand il y a ce genre de choses de prévenir. Là, on va reprendre. Et rappel aussi, là où j'en étais, on avait emmené l'enquête. Alors, on a le petit résumé. Là, on est parti mener l'enquête sur la scène du crime, là où Ota et Iris sont morts. Et on a aussi, je rappelle, eu une discussion avec Tuteur qui nous a donné des théories et possibilités sur le tueur cyclopéen. Du coup, maintenant, on va bien évidemment reprendre où je me suis arrêtée. Là, j'ai épuisé tous les sujets avec Tuteur. Ah, bonsoir Alexis, comment ça va? Et là maintenant, je vais encore un peu fouiller les quais avant d'aller aux prochaines scènes, enfin au prochain lieu enquêté quoi. Voilà, il y a juste des conteneurs. Ça va, écoute. Là, je reprends doucement le jeu, même si ce soir il n'y aura pas de facecam. Mais si bon, c'est exceptionnel pour des raisons qui me sont propres, mais je rassure, c'est rien de grave. Entrepôt réfrigéré. Là, je regarde une dernière fois. Voilà, parce que je préfère quand même un peu tout fouiller puisque je l'avais pas fait à l'épisode précédent. Maintenant, où est-ce qu'on pourrait aller? Je crois que je vais faire les lieux dans l'ordre. Là, enfin, je vais d'abord peut-être aller au restaurant Matsushita. De toute façon, on est libre, plus ou moins des endroits où aller, mais on va dire que je vais faire dans l'ordre, quoique l'appartement daté, je pense le faire en dernier. Un silence de mort régnait dans les lieux. C'était tellement silencieux qu'on pouvait entendre les mouches voler. J'entrai dans le restaurant pensant qu'il était vide, mais je finis par distinguer quelqu'un du coin de l'œil. C'était Mayumi. Elle était prostrée à une table, noyée dans le chagrin. Ça, je peux comprendre, parce que son fils s'est fait tuer, n'importe quel parent réagirait comme ça. Bon, on va lui parler. Elle regarde une photo qu'elle tient dans sa main. Je suis désolée de vous interrompre.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Ça te sert à...
Date, let's go.
Ouais, ça sert à rien de l'interroger parce que là, elle est
She
pas en
is in
état.
no state to talk.
Ouais, c'est ce que j'ai dit, la même chose qu'Aiba, quoi. Elle est pas en état de parler.
You're right.
Donc on va... Oh, il vaut mieux la laisser. Quand j'ai visité la maison des Sagan, c'est Initomi avec un regard vide qui m'a accueilli. Elle m'a laissé rentrer et m'a demandé de m'asseoir sur le sofa. J'ai acquisé et me suis assis. Mais après, je n'étais pas été capable de parler. Le silence de plomb pesait sur nous. Hitomi est calme. Elle cache sa douleur au plus profond de son cœur. Elle est douce, mais forte.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Ce serait pas ce fameux détenu?
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
La pauvre, elle me fait vraiment de la peine. Ça peut se comprendre.
Her memories are a part of this room. And all when she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window.
Ça devait être une fille qui faisait beaucoup. Elle devait beaucoup faire des bêtises quand elle était petite, Iris.
She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table.
Non, elle faisait beaucoup de bêtises.
Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her.
Ouais, je crois comprendre ce qu'elle veut dire parce que ça lui rappelle sa fille.
But why?
I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Ouais, vu ce qui s'est passé, c'est pas surprenant que c'est la tristesse là.
I'll be going now.
Ouais, je pense qu'il vaut mieux la laisser.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Allez, on va aller au Marble. Mais c'est elle avec qui Tommy, elle me fait vraiment de la peine, quoi. Ah, salut Fobo. Comment ça va?
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Ouais. Qu'est-ce que maman pourrait nous dire?
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before?
Ah, au fait, désolé, je sais pas si tu m'as entendu, Fobo, mais coucou. Désolé avec l'émotion de la scène, de la scène chez les Sagan. On a peut-être pas bien entendu ma voix quand j'ai parlé. Ah ouais, maman qui pense la même chose que Pewter, vu qu'il en avait parlé aussi des Kumakura lorsqu'on était au port.
That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
Ouais, ça on le sait, mais avec Renju, on sait toujours pas.
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the
Mais
Kumakuras.
après faut aussi voir pour Iris, parce que je crois pas qu'elle avait de lien avec eux, enfin de précédent, c'est juste qu'il y avait juste Shoko qui avait un lien avec les Kumakura.
That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3. Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
Ah,
He
Ota,
came here last night.
mais qu'est-ce qu'il a à voir
Ota?
avec les Kumakura?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Comment ça?
Have you heard the rumor?
Maman m'a raconté une histoire similaire à celle d'Aiba, à propos de Sosejima et du quartier de Kabasaki. L'idée est la suivante. Il y a 8 ans, So a vendu tous ses terrains pour 30 milliards de yens. 6 mois plus tard, une explosion dans l'usine chimique a entraîné l'effondrement des prix. So a racheté les terrains pour 1 milliard, comme s'il avait su à l'avance que l'explosion allait avoir lieu. Est-ce que So serait responsable de l'accident ou complice? Non, ce serait pas logique. So n'a pas fait de bénéfice. Il s'est retrouvé avec 29 milliards en cash et 1 milliard en terrain. Ça fait toujours 30 milliards. Mais l'histoire ne s'arrête pas là. À propos de So et du quartier de Kabasaki,
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts.
je vois.
I'll call those real estate companies the KE
Ah,
to
je
keep
crois
it
savoir
simple for you.
AK pour agence Kumakura. Ça fait une belle abréviation. Ouais, c'est une bonne abréviation, je trouve. Et ça fait plus simple.
The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki.
Mhm.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
D'accord, je vois ça.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Ouais.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that.
Ouais, ça aussi.
It's just gossip.
On peut dire des ragots ou des rumeurs. Alors, quoique ce serait pas surprenant quand on sait. Enfin, non, je vais rien dire parce que sinon c'était. Parce que ce que j'allais dire, ça allait être un spoil zéro escape. Et je préfère éviter parce que ici c'est. Et je préfère éviter les spoils zéro escape sur Rai parce que si quelqu'un se lance, je supporterais pas de l'avoir spoilé par accident.
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Ah. En effet.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Ouais, enfin, ça peut faire sens, mais après, vu le caractère d'Ota, je le vois mal faire ça, puisque bon, après, faut voir quoi.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
Ben, elle nous a quand même donné de bonnes possibilités, de pistes, j'ai envie de dire.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Ben, le moindre petit détail, c'est toujours utile, j'ai envie de dire.
Be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Allez. On va à l'appartement de Daté. Avant d'aller au quartier d'Abyss. Mizuko est éveillée sur elle-même. Elle a l'air d'un petit animal effrayé par un prédateur. Mizuki fixe le sol. Ah ouais, là elle est vraiment traumatisée parce que si elle a déjà perdu ses parents, si en plus il y a ça, elle a vraiment... On voit vraiment qu'elle est traumatisée là, elle peut même plus parler.
Mizuki must know.
Ouais.
About Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide.
Ah ouais. Là c'est même pas tout le pays, c'est tout le monde qui est au courant de ce qui se
3
passe.
days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends.
Voilà, c'est ce que je voulais dire.
It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Elle n'en avait pas l'air. Mais je ne peux pas être tout le temps à ses côtés.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
Je suis restée avec elle pendant un petit moment sans échanger un mot. Mais rien à nous dire, je suis partie. Je vais quand même un peu regarder l'appartement avant d'y aller. Mon frigo. C'est une casserole. La cuisine. Les condiments et les ustensiles sont éparpillés dans la cuisine. Un sofa à 3 places au centre de la pièce. Table basse. De grandes enceintes. C'est Funiapinou, un lapin en peluche. Je l'ai offert à Mizuki pour son anniversaire. À Funiapinou. Ah ouais, ça a l'air... Ouais, bah il est pas mal je trouve. Il est plutôt mignon. Un peu excentrique mais mignon j'ai envie de dire. Enfin dans le style de couleur. Le lit de Mizuki. Mon sofa a une place. Mes vêtements et ceux de Mizuki sont accrochés au rack. Un sac à dos. La barre de fer préférée de Mizuki. Un banc de musculation. Une grande fenêtre. Ah ouais, il vit vraiment dans un petit appartement. Bah, je crois que j'ai plus ou moins tout vu. Là, on va aller à Abyss. Je suis retournée dans le bureau de boss pour y faire mon rapport. Mais je ne l'ai vu nulle part.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
Je me suis assise sur ma chaise habituelle et j'ai attendu. Ah.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
Ah, elle prend sa forme des somnium dans le monde réel.
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research.
Ah.
About number 89.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a trouvé?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
Durant l'affaire du tueur cyclopéen.
That's what Pewter told us.
Oui.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Ouais, mais il était au courant.
However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
Mais il était au courant pour le meurtre de Shoko.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible. Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible. Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Let's talk to number 89.
Je ne sais pas s'il dit la vérité ou s'il ment comme un arracheur de dents, mais c'est notre dernière piste.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Après s'être chargé les dates de paperasse, numéro 89 a été amené au QG. Il a pris tout son temps pour arriver, mais pour je ne sais quelle raison, Boss n'est pas revenu. Mais vite, ce serait pas un peu... Je me souviens qu'il y avait un type aux cheveux noirs quand on avait vu dans le Somnium de daté. Enfin, le rêve, quoi. Là, j'ai... Là, faudrait que je pense à réfléchir, quoi. Parce que je commence à avoir des théories en tête.
Day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember. That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the two Cyclops killers. Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me. A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Okay.
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. You lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good.
Par rapport à la musique, il y a un truc avec ou c'est juste qu'elle te rappelle quelque chose parce que je préfère demander au cas où.
I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Ah oui. Ah oui, Ah ouais, Ah oui, la musique aussi me dit quelque chose.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison.
Ouais, la
The case
musique,
went to trial for some
ouais, elle
time,
me dit bien
but it
quelque
was
chose.
determined to be
Bon, après,
self-defense, and he was declared innocent.
ça c'est la musique du menu, je m'en souviens.
If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated.
Mais après, j'avoue, j'ai l'impression quand même que certaines musiques, elles ont aussi un côté zéro escape.
F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
D'ailleurs, parlant de zéro escape, à un moment, faudrait que je pense à continuer parce que j'ai juste fait le premier pour dire.
That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral. He became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to
Quand
an
même,
end.
j'ai l'impression quand même que le tueur a quand même un lien avec les Kumakura, enfin, une sorte de lien.
He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
Ouais, Falco, ça veut dire faucon en anglais.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life. Not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, he missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissed. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Minute. C'était...
Why the two of them?
Minute, je vais d'abord laisser Asimétrique parler, mais je commence à avoir des idées en tête, j'en parlerai après.
Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Silence. Je ne sais pas pourquoi, mais il s'arrêta de parler. En fait, ça peut paraître dingue ce que je vais dire, mais j'ai l'impression que la femme en question, c'était Hitomi. Et aussi, parce qu'on le sait, elle est professeure. Iris, il y a 6 ans, elle avait 12 ans. En fait, plus j'y repense, plus je me demande si en fait, dans le Somnium de Date, c'était pas les souvenirs de Falco qu'il voyait. Mais ça fait un peu étrange parce qu'Hitomi est vivante, mais dans les souvenirs de Falco, elle était morte. C'est quand même assez étrange parce que pour moi, en fait, je sais pas, je pense que Date a un lien avec Falco, avec tout ce qu'on nous donne là, parce que il a aucun souvenir. En plus, avec ce qu'on nous montre, en plus, pour moi, le Somnium qu'on avait vu de Date, c'était peut-être un souvenir de Falco au final, vu que la femme ressemble, vu que Hitomi ressemble à la femme qu'on a vu dans le Somnium. J'avoue, j'ai tellement de théories qui sortent à l'instant. C'est assez compliqué de à la fois y jouer et de les partager. Parce que bon, j'en ai tellement en tête qui viennent à chaque fois qu'il faut faire le tri, quoi. Mais j'ai l'impression que Date avait quelque chose à voir avec ce qui s'est passé il y a 6 ans. Enfin, faudra voir, mais... J'avoue qu'à chaque fois que j'avance dans ce jeu, j'ai des tas de théories qui me viennent en tête. Faudrait peut-être que je pense à les noter parce que il y en a tellement que j'en ai, mais en même temps, je les noterai pour moi-même et je préfère pas trop les partager pour moi, sauf sur les lives parce que là où j'en suis, ça peut spoiler ceux qui ne sont même pas encore à certains moments. Mais bon, là on va continuer l'interrogatoire.
You mentioned a detective. Was that the whole story? Why did you stop? What's the connection between that and Shoko? Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon...
Pewter.
Ouais.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
Pour la synchro...
What do you think?
J'arrive jamais à... Synchronisation. J'ai vraiment des problèmes pour prononcer des trucs, mais bon... J'ai envie de dire, c'est comme ça par moment.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Dante?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
Ouais.
I know.
Let's begin.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Je te rappelle que tu l'as comparé à une crevette et une méduse.
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to? What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Ça me rappelle le Somnium au début du
This
jeu.
appears to correspond to the green thing.
Voyons voir. Numéro 89 est recouvert d'une membrane verte. Je peux pas me rapprocher. Voilà, on va sauvegarder.
A switch.
Non, je pense pas qu'on peut l'activer.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire.
A winter iris that
I know, I know.
it smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
A pic. It isn't coming off. It must be integrated into the wall.
Like you to me.
No.
Like me and Reka from Tiefblau.
No, not that either.
Ok, il se calme un peu daté sur le coup.
A pic. I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
Obsédé.
I do not feel comfortable with that. A phone. What the? I fainted. It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Voilà.
I guess it worked? There is some kind. It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something!
A cork.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
A book. F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
A book. Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
It's ringing again. Stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone. I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
A book.
Ah, je crois savoir enfin comment il faut faire pour les timings.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan, that name is Falco.
Falco.
Ah bah là j'ai enfin compris comment ça marche les timings.
A book. F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
C'est pas un personnage de comics, Judge Dredd, enfin, je crois que c'est ça, mais je suis pas sûre.
A book. I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
A book. Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
It's a pot. It appears to be some kind.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
The turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Oups, j'ai
Roger.
oublié d'activer le timing.
It smells
What kind of smell?
like a gutter.
Alright, sniff it one more time. Relax, you shouldn't be able to smell it anyway. You're just thinking that there's a smell.
I see. You're right. It's horrible.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
Minute, je voudrais revenir revoir un truc parce que je me souviens que ça avait un peu bougé quand j'ai lu les livres.
A book. I wonder what.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89.
Voilà.
A book. Here I go. What?
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a...
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Alors ouais, ça j'ai connu les ventilateurs de ce genre.
Blow on it. Ah.
Oh.
Oh,
What is that? Ah!
It's an eye.
Tate, what are we going to do?
ah, sympa la blague.
It left.
Allez, il reste plus qu'un.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kind of cute.
You are insane.
C'est pas nouveau. Moi j'ai envie de dire.
What? That's...
Hitomi? had told me. Where?
Well, maybe her...
L'obsédé.
Her stomach, right?
Yeah, it's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Moi, bah voyons, je pense que c'est surtout plus pour toi que tu l'as vu cette info. Obsédé. J'adore Date, mais c'est un obsédé ce mec.
What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Je suis pas surprise, j'avoue. J'adore Date, mais en même temps, c'est un vrai obsédé, il faut pas se mentir, quoi.
Hey, relax, I was kidding.
De toute façon, je sais que c'est daté, mais disons que le fait que, mais je sais aussi que c'est un gros obsédé parce que bon, on l'a bien vu parce que j'avoue, par moment, un des avantages que je capte pas toujours le second degré, c'est que je ne capte pas toujours les allusions sexuelles qu'il met dans ses phrases datées.
The smile and kind words of a... Sounds like you, Date.
No, not at all.
Really?
The nourishment is temporary. Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
Oh, I see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
Stop! Don't remind me.
A book?
Date! 30 seconds!
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of them.
Daté, sérieusement.
That situation was clearly
J'avoue que, honnêtement, par rapport à Daté, j'adore ce perso, même s'il faut reconnaître, le mec c'est clairement un obsédé, j'ai envie de dire. Même si bon, j'avoue ce qu'il a dit avec Mizuki qui a déchiré ses magazines porno, ça m'a bien fait rire sur le coup.
A book.
Moi, j'aurais peut-être dû le lire en fait.
A green book.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
A skull. I do not see the body.
Moi, ça me rappelle le squelette qu'on a vu au début du jeu dans le Somnium.
This skull reminds me of the one from before.
Didn't that one have a complete skeleton?
Ouais.
There is a small amount of blood flowing from the left eye socket.
What could that mean?
Perhaps it's your head.
What about my head?
Let's break it open and see what's inside.
Date, you're out of time.
Ah merde.
A switch.
De toute façon, c'est game over.
An astute observation.
Voilà, c'est game over, donc tant pis.
Ow!
Well, guess we...
If you're fine.
Bon, tant pis, on va recommencer.
Date.
Shit!
Mais bon, là maintenant, je sais ce qu'il faut faire. caméra.
Just a picture.
I don't have a pen. There is some...
It's obvious.
a book.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
A book.
Vraiment, un des avantages quand c'est le game over, c'est que tu sais ce qu'il faut faire, j'ai envie de dire.
It's a secret.
Is that like
A desk.
Huh.
Low on it.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A book.
Non, c'est vrai que j'utilise le timing, puisque là ce serait.
A book. A skull. A skull. Would that not be
Dead. It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Non, ça veut dire.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
It's hit. Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hot.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, nothing.
Non, c'est pas ça.
It's hit.
Ah, coucou Daphné, comment ça va? Oups.
Well,
Non, je me suis trompée.
it's Hitomi.
Bon bah ça fera un timing perdu.
Understood.
Comment ça va Daphné?
Hey, Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But fawning.
Let it go. It's Hitomi.
Bon, on sait que toucher ça donne rien. Donc on va essayer d'embrasser.
Kiss her.
You... Like this? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Iva.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Quel obsédé ce mec. À mon avis, vous risquez tellement de m'entendre traiter daté d'obsédé. Ben ça va aussi, écoute.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me too.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
Oh, daté, sérieusement, des fois, faut qu'il se calme ce mec. Il devrait encore s'estimer heureux qu'on n'ait pas appelé la police, quoique il est policier lui-même, mais je crois que vous voyez ce que je veux dire.
Maybe a soybeans?
Bon, moi je vois que deux choses, on va essayer d'abord. Je vais essayer de chauffer parce que c'est celui qui prend le moins de temps. Non, ça donne rien.
Call the manufacturer.
Okay. Do you think they make dream house calls?
I do not.
A pot with...
Exact, j'ai envie de dire. Parce que bon, vu le caractère de Daté, ça me surprend toujours autant qu'on le fasse travailler à la police, mais bon. Parce que bon, t'étais pas là, mais quand j'ai entendu dire quand il a comparé à des trucs du Somnium à Mizuki qui déchire un de ses magazines porno, il y a des fois Daté, faut qu'il se calme, j'ai envie de dire. Mais ça, je vais la noter. Il faut appeler la police pour Daté Yuki 2022. Ça, je note.
Alright, here I go.
Are you okay?
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
JRPG rêve parce que on le sait, c'est comme si elle se mettait une armure et les armures, ça augmente la défense.
I'm a little worried about your head.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected. A winter iris.
I know. You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one! Aw, right after I...
Did the green stuff react at all?
You have less than 2 minutes.
Who's that?
What do I do?
Stop right there!
Là, j'avoue que j'ai encore plus de questions en tête.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Huh?
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Tsujima's body was discovered.
Quoi?
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
Ah, le tueur a encore frappé.
Cyclops killer did it? Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea. Not here. Where is she? What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
Il y a une dernière chose que je n'arrive pas à m'expliquer.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
Possible. Ou alors elle avait un lien avec les Kumakura aussi. C'est un secret très lourd. Et Boss me l'a caché. Je dois fouiller cette pièce. Il doit y avoir un indice quelque part. Mon bureau, si elle avait un secret, il serait proche du bureau.
Iba, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
Ah bah moi qui me demandais à quel type d'animal on pourrait associer Aiba, bah on va rester sur le hamster. C'est assez ironique quand j'y pense. Parce que ceux qui étaient présents à mes premiers lives savent que je m'accompagne toujours d'une peluche d'Amon d'Overwatch qui était un hamster. Et au final Aiba c'est un hamster aussi. C'est une sacrée coïncidence. Quoique, moi je suis pas une obsédée comparée à Date. Ah.
Open it.
That is...
So Tsushima. Why? Why? Boss?
Minute. Ça veut dire que j'ai eu une fin en fait pour savoir. C'est l'une des. Je crois que j'ai eu une fin. Vous pouvez me le confirmer dans le chat parce que je sais que comme Zero Escape, il y a plusieurs fins. Mais bon, je vais sauvegarder. Ah ouais, ça aussi, je vais regarder le chronogramme, t'inquiète pas. Ah ouais, je vois. C'est pas comme Zero Escape sur si j'en crois. Ah voilà. Il reste encore des mystères non résolus. Le vrai coupable, l'incident d'accident et le passé de Date. L'histoire se scinde dans les somnia. Utilisez le chronogramme pour revenir à un embranchement dans un somnium. Un chemin alternatif est peut-être caché quelque part dans le monde des rêves. Alors, trouvez une nouvelle voie à suivre pour continuer. Ah, je crois savoir. Ah, je crois savoir en fait ce qu'il faut faire. Mais vraiment, à minute que je regarde. Ah, je crois savoir, c'est dans le somnium de Mizuki. Ah, je crois savoir en fait. Il y a un changement, je pense, si je faisais un autre truc dans le somnium d'Iris. Comme ça, j'avoue que ça m'a assez intrigué. On va passer par là, puis on va voir ce que ça donne. Mais vraiment, j'avoue... Par contre, là on retrouve vraiment le système à la Zero Escape sur certains points. Après c'est normal, vous me direz, parce que c'est la même personne.
A CRT. Fixing it by hitting it is an old-fashioned approach.
Well, this is an old-fashioned object, so... What was that just now?
A child's drawing of a rat.
Puis,
Iris must have drawn it.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue the investigation. There is much to interact with. A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way. It is fixed with a vice and cannot move.
Can you loosen it?
Impossible.
Is there some kind of meaning to it?
A full-body mirror. I see my reflection.
Really?
What could this mean?
Your reflection should be to figure out. So, what is your true form?
Whatever you imagine. My appearance is nothing but a vessel.
So your spirit is your true form.
A full body. Are you sure I can?
No, I don't think it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert.
Ben voyons.
You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
À mon avis, ça a juste servi à ce que Date se foute de la gueule d'Aiba.
Less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
I see many objects in the room.
Wow.
What? The explosions appear to have stopped.
Kaboom.
The explosions made the room change.
En fait, c'était ça. Kaboom.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
Ah, désolé, j'avoue, j'adore par moments faire un peu des blagues explosives. Mais bon, après, je suis pas vraiment la reine de l'humour. Bon, mais d'après certains, moi je fais plus rire par mes réactions. Voyons voir.
It appears that will be difficult with it.
Butterfly effect.
I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
Ah, l'effet
The more
papillon.
you do, the less time you have.
But we have no choice but to investigate further.
Right.
A common...
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
4 minutes.
Just a lock. I heard a metallic sound, like...
Is there something inside? Be careful, Isla, just in case.
Roger. Just a lock. That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the knife?
Good idea.
3 minutes, Date.
The knife that... It cannot be pushed in any further. The knife that... Like this? What? I only threw it lightly. An oil drum, television, and torso.
I think I understand. I'm starting to see the picture.
I do not yet understand it.
C'est encore environnemental.
An old television. I hear hard breathing.
From a child. But it's not...
An old nothing else but static.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
An old...
Hurry.
This is...
Did a kid draw this?
Yes. This was drawn by a child. But...
It seems out of place.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way. I do not see any bullets inside.
Just try.
All right, I'll give it a shot. As I thought, this will not work.
We need a bullet.
An oil. What does this mean? Bullets?
Ah, je crois savoir.
Maybe you can use them in that gun.
A revolver?
Can we use the bullets we found earlier?
This could work. I'll try shooting it.
What happened during that somnium?
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
Ouais, drôle de fin. Enfin, j'ai envie de dire.
But we're just as confused as you are.
Je pense qu'on est tous
Well,
confus.
upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink into somnium, there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
Ouais, ça aussi.
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's dream from the third person.
That means that Iris... She must have met So Sejima somewhere.
We did see Congressman Sejima in there.
We saw that shadow kiss him, too.
Did that happen in reality?
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars, right?
Ça fallait la sortir, j'ai envie de
First
dire.
part, yes, but the second part, no.
Allez, au revoir. Donc ouais, il a déjà rêvé qu'il embrassait des célébrités, mais pas des actrices porno.
You sure about that? Anyway, you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
You can't use the word smooch.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online. Date, Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
J'ai répondu brièvement et me suis dirigée vers la synchronisatrice dans la pièce d'à côté. Je vais un jour réussir à le prononcer, enfin... Je vais pas me prendre la tête avec ça, mais... Il y a des fois, j'ai du mal à prononcer les trucs.
You cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What? Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
Iris, let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile. I won't tell anyone about that thing. What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Iba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
With the same number?
Yes.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes.
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law Number 198. Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest. You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right? So if you don't release her right now, you are violating the law.
Je me demande que comment il a appris le code pénal.
Damn.
Do we have a deal? You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit.
Voilà. En fait, quand on y pense, il est quand même assez malin parce que il a été chercher le code pénal alors qu'il est même pas avocat. Bon, on va d'abord continuer à interroger Iris avant d'aller rejoindre Ota.
The subject of the sync does not experience somnium as you. Iris would not know about it.
I'm okay. Normal, I guess. Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head is all.
Inside my head?
Par contre, petite anecdote parce que c'est vrai que malgré son âge, Ota il fait pas son âge quoi. Il donne l'impression d'être un adolescent. Ben, je vous avoue que tout à l'heure en rentrant, parce que j'étais allée chercher une commande, et ben une des personnes de l'appart m'a pris pour une fille qui rentrait des cours. Pour dire que par moment, tu peux être très âgé mais avoir un physique qui fait jeune.
Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Maybe not, but you better keep your promise.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara. She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or...
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me? I was nervous thinking about Tessa. I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
As long as I am in your eye socket, that won't happen.
Won't happen anyway. So let's hear it. What is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah.
I want you to take a good look at it.
The photo?
Yes.
Ah, ça revient à la même chose qui passait au Marble, sauf que là il a pas été victime d'un taser, mais assommé avec une poêle.
My head is pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know, but afterward he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head.
Ouais. Malheureusement, elle a pas tort, Eva.
Date, the boss.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, I sent the address to Ima.
Iris. No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iva, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Regardez le pied sur le plancher durant tout le trajet. Je sentais la sueur de mes mains moites. Le moteur poussait non, mais je pouvais à peine l'entendre. Le battement de mon cœur ronronnait dans mes oreilles, me faisant tomber d'effroi. Combien de temps s'était écoulé? La notion de temps elle-même m'échappait. Le manche atteignit un long pont. Peu après, le paysage changea.
That sick bastard.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota.
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Date, we've almost reached the...
Please let me make it in time. You okay?
Date.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
Don't worry. Iris is alive.
Huh?
Backup is en route to this location. Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
Voilà, c'est un peu différent de la dernière fois.
Any traces of the culprit?
là c'est différent.
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
Ah, là c'est différent. Ah ouais, je commence à comprendre comment ça marche en fait. Enfin au niveau des routes et des somniums. Je vais quand même regarder, voyons voir le chronogramme. Ah voilà. Mais je regarde juste d'où est. Ah voilà, là j'ai ouvert un nouvel embranchement. D'abord on va parler du
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
Ouais, parce qu'on oublie souvent, mais les nerfs des yeux, c'est un peu lié à ceux du cerveau, donc...
You should ask Iba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Iba, go to the warehouse again and invest. You two might be able to find some useful clues. They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you. After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
Allez, là on va enquêter.
Alright boss, I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iba.
Roger that.
On va commencer par l'entrepôt.
Two cars.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon. Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ouais, c'est plus.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gear shift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Ok.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
Ouais,
The
coupable de
stream
vol
of
de
the
voiture.
polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
La question que je me pose, comment ça s'est trouvé là?
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated. I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
À mon avis, il est venu avec le van de Matsushita à l'entrepôt, mais quand, à mon avis,
Wow, it's cold in here.
à mon avis, il est venu avec une voiture qu'il a volée, probablement. Mais après, c'est difficile parce que j'arrive pas vraiment à établir de lien. Il faut dire
The
pour
air
le moment.
conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started. A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this Okiura Fishery Co. Ltd. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
No, nothing so far.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy. That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see. There are only a few items on the Is this warehouse not in use?
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
What part of her looks like a metal tube? 3 a.m. this morning. Iris...
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
Ouais, c'est vrai que la réflexion qu'a fait Aiba, en comparant le baril à une fille de cabaret, ça m'a fait trop marrer, j'avoue. Ah.
It's dark over there.
Is it of concern?
Yeah, but without...
I am perfect.
Huh, there's something there.
You should go pick it up.
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
It's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Voilà, on a vu. On a vu ce qui s'est passé à la poissonnerie. Maintenant, on va continuer notre enquête.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you? Oh, this?
Alors que Mayumi commence à parler, elle retourne à la photo pour me la
This is
montrer.
a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. They were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife.
Ah oui, ça on connaissait.
I was
Ouais, ça
so
j'avais vu
happy.
le couteau.
I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro. He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
Ouais.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last... I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes. A very nostalgic dream. It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me. And he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. That's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Juste pour être certain, j'ai décidé de demander à Mayumi des informations sur ce chocolat que j'ai trouvé à l'entrepôt réfrigéré. J'ai sorti de ma poche pour lui montrer.
Do you know anything about this chocolate?
Oh, you like Odoroki Man?
Yes, actually. I was hooked on them at one point.
My Ota loves them too. When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best at it. Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on? Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue.
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
Which means...
Mayumi has an illness.
À mon avis,
I
elle
checked her
a
hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has
la
been
maladie
suffering from
d'Alzheimer.
dementia.
Je sais pas si c'est le bon terme.
Dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by
Je crois que c'est la
memory
maladie d'Alzheimer qu'elle a,
loss.
Mayumi.
She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Le restaurant Matsushita a coulé avec.
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Ah ouais. Mayumi se leva et se dirigea vers la cuisine.
Date, let's go.
Ouais.
It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Ouais, donc la mère d'Ota, elle a la maladie d'Alzheimer. Ouais, c'est peut-être pour le moment mieux qu'elle sache pas que son fils est à l'hôpital. Vu à quel point elle y tient. Mais d'un côté, là, j'avoue, c'est assez sur... Je sais pas comment prendre ça parce que...
How did you get in?
Enfin là, on va continuer l'enquête.
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
L'excuse qu'utilisent tous les gamins pour aller dans le jardin de leurs voisins. Enfin, c'est pas toi une excuse parce que bon, moi je me souviens quand j'étais gamine, accidentellement, on envoyait dans le des ballons dans le jardin de la grand-mère, de la voisine de ma grand-mère, mais une fois là-bas, on récupérait plus. Donc bon, je vais pas rentrer dans les détails, mais je crois que vous voyez ce que je veux dire.
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it. I don't. Who is that?
This girl. Do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
C'est pas faux.
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey, Aiba. You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kabasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
On est en train de nourrir les koi dans la mare. La résidence Sejima. Ouais, pour ceux qui sauraient pas, les koi, c'est des espèces de petits poissons.
A giant salamander.
Mr. Sejima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
Congressman Sejima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay, I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
Ah ouais.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? Ha! You need a warrant for that.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
Voilà, on va aller à l'hôpital.
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today?
Ok Daphné, bonne soirée à toi et merci d'être passé.
I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you. Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive.
Je comprends.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me.
Je comprends parce que d'un côté, vaut mieux que dans le cas que Iris ait perdu son œil qu'elle ait perdu sa vie.
Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
Ouais.
Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he risked his own life to save some... His mother must have raised him well.
Ça a pas l'air d'être un mauvais gars, Ota, parce que certes c'est un fanboy, on va pas se mentir, il a complètement un côté fan obsédé avec Iris. Mais d'un côté, ça a pas l'air d'être un mauvais gars quand même.
So, Tsujima, the politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
Bon. Là, on va la laisser.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Ouais.
Hey Mizuki, could you take a break?
Ah, ils sont en train de faire de la musculation, Mizuki.
I want to ask you something.
Mizuki continue à travailler ses muscles.
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang, the Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
I'm attractive?
Keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. No, she's just...
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
La Mizuki, là, elle est vraiment dans sa phase adolescente trop, j'ai envie de dire.
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Punaise. Je m'attendais tellement pas à ce qu'elle dise ça, Mizuki.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Iris and Ota came out of it okay. They'll both live.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God. Okiura Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family. I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yep. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
Ça ne peut pas être vrai. Mais il y a une part de moi qui peut pas arrêter de penser que, peut-être, après tout, Mizuki elle-même semble être surhumaine. Je veux bien croire que son grand-père était un homme incroyable.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again?
I'm coming with you.
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
C'était il y a 1 an de cela. J'ai remarqué quelque chose d'étrange quand Mizuki est rentrée de l'école.
Hey, what happened? Who did this to you?
Some kids at school, 5 or 6 of them. They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me, and I got mad, and I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
Ah, donc elle se faisait harceler juste parce que ses parents étaient divorcés. C'est vraiment cruel, les gamins.
Why the shrine?
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger. Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master. In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club.
Punaise, Date, sérieux?
Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Quand même, vu le nombre de fois où je réagis au côté obsédé de Date, limite si je récupérais ses mots, ça ferait un excellent best-of de mes réactions, j'ai envie de dire.
Yeah. Actually, no. That's stupid.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no. The way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date. Master.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target. A punching bag or a...
Just a punching bag. What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark. The blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
But how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward. Huh?
J'adore ta tronche.
How is that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must. Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then?
No, I can't take you with me.
Why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes.
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Iva.
Where to?
On retourne au quartier d'Abyss.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far. There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to stir trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
Ouais.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
she might not remember.
Correct. Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Voilà.
Please.
Donc le parking, en fait, il s'était pas très éloigné, on dirait.
Chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
22h33.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night, and that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
All right.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
À mon avis, on va devoir l'interroger.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
All right, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss est allé droit au but après s'être présenté. Je ne sais pas pourquoi, mais Ota semblait presque heureux de répondre. Peut-être que c'est le médicament ou le fait d'avoir survécu à une situation de vie ou de mort. Moi je dirais que c'est les médicaments parce que j'en sais quelque chose. Ou alors est-ce que parce qu'il a sauvé Iris?
Yeah, sure.
Mais ce sera pas pour tout de suite. Je m'arrête là pour ce soir, mais ça devient de plus en plus intéressant en tout cas. Bon, en tout cas, là ça devient... Là maintenant... Bah en tout cas vraiment, là j'ai hâte parce que j'ai déjà fait une déroute et maintenant j'ai hâte de faire les autres pour trouver le fin mot de cette affaire. Mais ça devient de plus en plus intéressant je trouve. Et j'ai tellement de théories en tête, je vais essayer de les noter et je les partagerai peut-être mais pas avant la fin du jeu on va dire. Enfin on verra bien. Mais en tout cas c'était vraiment sympa et j'ai hâte de découvrir la suite du jeu. Et pour ceux qui se demanderaient, je sais pas encore quel jour je vais faire la semaine prochaine parce que mardi, je sais d'avance, ce sera pas possible. Et il faudra que je réfléchisse, mais sur le Discord et le Twitter, je tiendrai au courant pour la suite d'Aïe. Mais en tout cas, je compte vraiment le faire sur ma chaîne parce que c'est vraiment une superbe découverte pour ma part. Mais je m'arrête là pour ce soir en tout cas. Merci à ceux qui viennent, me soutiennent. Je m'arrête là pour ce soir et à la semaine prochaine pour la suite. Et à plus tout le monde!